Okay.
What do you think of Facebook?
Makes stalking my ex a lot easier.
Makes stalking your ex a lot easier? Why did you get a Facebook?
I found it necessary for my continued healthy social interaction.
How many times did you log on to the Facebook account each day?
I have it linked to my email, so every time I check my email, which is like every 10 minutes or so, anytime I open up, it's my homepage.
And what do you like about Facebook?
It's a good way to procrastinate. I get to poke people and see what they're doing and not necessarily have to interact with them face to face if I don't feel like it.
Facebook, with over 42 million active users worldwide, expected to grow to over 60 million users by the end of this year. Facebook has grown to be one of the most popular and active sites online. From September 2006 to September 2007, the site grew from the 60th most visited site to the 7th, with over 60% of its users logging in daily. This trend is probably most relevant among college students, the original users of this fast-growing social network. The University of Virginia has over 35,000 students, teachers, and alumni using Facebook, with more users every day.
Because everybody and their brother has a Facebook account at UVA, I'm pretty much in the loop. You know, I might not be the first one to know about it because I don't have Facebook, but it's not like word doesn't travel by mouth. You know, I hear about it. I hear about stuff going on, and I also ask. So if I hear about something and I don't know if I don't know the details, then I'll ask.
I also had a MySpace profile, but I didn't enjoy the experience at all. I thought Facebook would be something important in the future, and I thought I should probably have some sense of what the environment was like. I didn't start using it regularly until spring of '07, and that was largely because that's when Facebook opened up to people beyond the university, and so a lot more of my friends and long lost friends joined it. So I actually started using it as a real user rather than simply a curious person.
I think Facebook is a good, useful tool for people getting to know each other and staying in touch if they are far apart from each other. For example, me and my friends, I'm here and they're usually in Turkey, and it's a good facility for me to keep in touch with them. And also, growing number of Turkish people made that diversity in Facebook, I guess.
A friend's a friend who knows what being.
So what exactly is the reason that Facebook is so successful? The main attraction of Facebook is that it allows users to gain access to a wealth of information about everyone they know. Old friends are able to reconnect, and people with similar interests are easier to find. Facebook capitalizes on people's love of gossip by encouraging users to make personal information public. For example, the Events application allows users to show their attendance status on future gatherings, allowing people to keep up with the activity of their peers. The website also allows users to display thousands of personal photos and tag each person in each photo, enabling users to find out who knows who and why. However, the available gossip and the tendency to accept nearly every friend request makes it easy for strangers to gain access to very personal information about one another, creating an ideal environment for stalking. Another negative aspect is the danger of someone posting an unflattering or incriminating photo without permission. And finally, the option of making some events invite-only makes the uninvited feel excluded when they otherwise would not even know about the event. These downfalls not only affect real-life social interactions, but also create cause for legal or professional concern.
You're always giving up personal information. You're always leaving a trace of where you've been and what you've done and said. And those are the chief disadvantages. The advantages are pretty clear, though, as long as we understand what we're giving up. One thing I've noticed recently is whenever a young person passes away, journalists immediately go to their Facebook and MySpace pages to find out what they were like and when was the last time they updated it, and when was the last time they posted something.
While I see Facebook as a useful and resourceful networking tool, I don't like the idea of an outside party being able to sort of track my day-to-day life, particularly corporations or different job employers that would be considering me for job opportunities.
As students are aware, many legal problems can arise from using Facebook. Pictures that students post and tag often reveal scandalous activity, including underage drinking. Once more, since the creation of the video application, students have begun to appear in person, intoxicated and participating in obscene and/or otherwise shocking activities. These photos and videos can cause more than simple embarrassment. In several cases, they have carried legal implications. In one case at Penn State University, students were found guilty of rushing the field after a football game, only after pictures of Facebook were seen by the school. On a more serious note, investigators have in fact used information on Facebook to solve a hit-and-run murder which took place at the University of Connecticut in February of 2007. And as with all social networks before it, Facebook has provided employers with a new tool through which they can screen possible employees. Facebook has tried to provide users with some protection against this threat. Improved privacy allows users to choose who can access their profile. But this, of course, does not keep Facebook from leasing your information to their sponsors.
Facebook isn't all about fun, though. The social network scheme built through groups, events, and applications such as Causes has helped raise political and cultural awareness and support for a number of important issues. Because it allows individuals to spread information and reach out to a wide scope of people all around the world, Facebook has become one of the most common places to express one's protest or support to political and cultural incidents. Recently, a clash between PKK, a Kurdish terrorist group in Iraq, and the Turkish army has led to a tragic end with 17 Turkish soldiers killed and 16 others wounded. This attack came 4 days after Turkey's parliament overwhelmingly approved the motion allowing troops to enter northern Iraq. The connection between these two events caused a huge stir in Turkey, influencing its relations with Iraq and the US. Upon this incident, Turkish users of Facebook around the world have called on other Turkish users on their lists to change their profile pictures to Turkish flags until the 29th of October, a national holiday in Turkey to celebrate the establishment of the Turkish Republic. The Turkish users' intentions were to protest the brutal terrorist attacks and to show moral support to the Turkish soldiers. Turkish users, which included Turkish students at UVA and other Turkish citizens studying or residing in US, Europe, or Canada, have been able to spread the word by sending Facebook messages, creating groups based on this incident to raise awareness and highlight their stance, and inviting each other to join those groups.
It's kind of debatable if it's any use or not, if like the protest in Facebook, like putting flags in the profile pictures, is any use, does any good or not.
Just like in the real world, there's a lot of potential for just feeling a little bit better about yourself because you signed something rather than actually making a difference.
I think it's a good way to express my feelings. I was pretty mad about the attack, so and the only way to express my feelings towards the world was either sending an email or something, or putting a black ribbon on my profile picture. So I think it's a good way to show the world that you care about those people who died.
So you've seen the good and the bad, the fun and the frightening. Facebook is a powerful tool which use has changed the nature of the university environment. Teachers, students, and friends all gathering together to share their interests, values, and ultimately identity online. A community of peers working for and with each other to create a new world. As more and more people continue to log on to this fast-growing network, it's becoming all the easier to get to know someone. All you have to do is ask the big question: do you Facebook?